What's good, everyone? It's the one and only NY Fina. If you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some more gaming content soon, give this video a like. If you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Now, let's get into this video. Listen, Week 16 power rankings, man. Let's speak about it. Ravens are number one. That's not changing. How many times I've been telling you guys for like the past 2 months, the Ravens are gonna be number one. I mean, we might as well just call them number one for the rest of the regular season. They're going to finish 14-2. They got the Browns coming up. That's going to be a W. And I believe after that they played the Steelers, I think. So they're going to finish 14-0. They're the best team of the regular season, and there's really no questions about it. Lamar Jackson, the MVP. I'll let that go with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's my boy. That's the man. That's the best QB in the league. Russell Wilson's the best QB in the league, but if we just talking MVP overall, it's Lamar Jackson. And the offense is top notch. The defense, top notch. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. So that's that. All right, talking about the Seahawks, let's keep it going. Number 2 is my Seattle Seahawks. What? Why are you putting them in front of the Saints? Listen, the Saints, they were impressive on Monday night. It was against the Colts, though. No disrespect, Colts have been a solid team overall, but they've been on a losing streak. They've been the past month. It's been pretty bad for the Colts, and you can't control who you play. I'm not trying to bash what the Saints have done Monday night. Drew Brees breaking records, offense looking great, defense has signed Janoris Jenkins. I think that was a really good pickup. Janoris Jenkins with Marshawn Lattimore sounds like a scary duo. It does. We'll see how that happens, because you still got Eli Apple out there, Williams, and all of them. So we'll see how that plays out. But overall, both the Seahawks and the Saints are good. Right now, all I'm saying is we're the number 1 seed in the NFC. If the playoffs were to stop today, if the playoffs were next week, and the season was over, everything would go through Seattle. So we have to be the best team in the NFC at the moment. It's just that simple, okay? We both had bad losses. We both had losses recently. We lost to the Rams 2 weeks ago. They lost to the 49ers 2 weeks ago. So you can't really bash anything that we're saying. On the field production, Russell Wilson is the best QB. Drew Brees is a legend, a Hall of Famer, breaking records, every record. Michael Thomas, probably at the moment, most likely the best receiver in the game. It's looking like he might break the catching record. But overall, I think both defenses are really good. I think my Seahawks defense is good. We just need to get our players healthy going into the year. The Saints are dealing with injuries on the defensive side, and especially the defensive line. To lose Davenport and Rankins, those are 2 big losses. 2 big losses. That's pass rush and pressure gone like that. Rankins was their best interior pass rusher. Davenport was a young stud, having a really good season. Losing both of them are big losses. And we lost Rashad Penny. That was a pretty big loss. However, we still got number 1 running back Chris Carson, who we all know as Seahawks fans can carry the load. He's been playing insane, and the fact that he didn't make the Pro Bowl list is asinine. Yeah, Ezekiel Elliott, much love to him. Ezekiel Elliott, he's a beast, he's a stud. But in my opinion, I think Chris Carson's having a better season than Ezekiel Elliott. No shade to Zeke. I mean, if we just talking pure running back skills, you can tell me that Zeke is better. But just this year, give me Chris Carson. But overall, I'm liking where my Hawks are at. We'll see how the NFC plays out. 4 through 5, this is kind of tricky, okay? I went with the Chiefs over the 49ers. Listen, the Chiefs, they are playing the best balanced football that I've seen them play in the past 2 years. The Chiefs defense is finally starting to get the groove. They're starting to get there. They're starting to play consistent defense. That's all you need as a Chiefs fan. If they can play this type of defense, they can make a run to the Super Bowl and win it. This is what my issue was with the Chiefs last year. No defense. The defense was really bad last year. is actually pretty decent this year. That's all a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes needs with this offense. Okay, the offensive line still kind of worries me at times, but you still got Mitchell Wards and the other guard on the other side. So this offensive line can still be solid. I wish the running game was a little bit better. To lose Darrell Williams kind of sucks, but you still got Damian Williams and LaShawn McCoy. Hopefully Andy Reid can scheme running backs open like how he has done in the past. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, DeMarcus Robinson, Mecole Hardman. The weapons are there. If this defense can play out like how it is right now at the moment, we're talking about a real contender. 49ers, listen, speaking about the 49ers, you gotta drop something when you lose to the Falcons at home. Listen, on a serious note, Niners Nation, do you guys really expect me to put you guys anywhere to my Seahawks level when you lose to the Falcons at home? Like, for real. You guys lost to the Falcons at home. The Falcons are out here destroying teams, runs to the championship. They've been playing spoiler all year. Spoil the Saints, spoil the 49ers. I wonder who they're going to spoil next. I'm not sure who they have left on their schedule, but that's a team that I don't want to play with my season on the line is the Falcons. These guys are really spoiling the seasons. But back to being serious, though. Back to being serious. This 49ers team is still contenders, okay? As much as that hurts to say as a Hawks fan, you guys are contenders. Listen, I'm going to say the same thing I said about my Seahawks. It all depends who wins out. You guys have to win out. We have to win out. And that Week 17 matchup is going to be the matchup of the season. Russ versus Jimmy G in the 12th man in Seattle. Most likely rain conditions. Can you guys come up to us and beat us? I don't think so. That's going to be the biggest game of the season because that's going to determine most likely who the NFC runs through. I mean, it could be the Saints, it could be the Packers, but most likely, if the 49ers win out, most likely the NFC runs through San Fran. It will run through San Fran. If we win the next two and the Saints drop one, it will run through Seattle. I believe if the Saints went out and the Seahawks went out and the Packers drop one, it will go through New Orleans. So we don't know. We don't know how this is going to play out. But overall, the 49ers are still contenders. And that's that. But the injuries y'all dealing with, losing DJ Jones, losing Tart being injured, the injuries you guys have sustained throughout the year with Quan Alexander, Verrett, Rich Berg being out for the year. You guys are a banged up, hobbled team. You guys are hobbling to the playoffs. And you guys are still fighting just like us. There's a lot of teams hobbling to the playoffs right now. The Seahawks are included. But we're going to see who makes it out. But right now, with you guys losing that game to the Falcons at home, you guys gotta drop 3. Y'all were in the number 2 spot last week, but you guys are number 5 right now currently, going to Week 16. Packers, speaking about the Packers, listen, I don't know why people keep underrating this team. Listen, I'm going to say this for the final time. You guys might get a video about this in itself, but this is the best team that Aaron Rodgers has played with. I don't want to hear it. The best defense that Aaron Rodgers has ever played with on his team. I'm not sure why people keep underrating his team. Does Aaron Rodgers look like how he did in 2011? No. Does Aaron Rodgers look like how he did 3 years ago in 2016? No. But at the end of the day, it's still Aaron Rodgers. And he's shown glimpses at times throughout this season that he can still be Aaron Rodgers. Do we remember that Oakland game? That was a Aaron Rodgers throwback performance. And I still think Aaron Rodgers has it in him. Is he a little bit older? Yes, but he can still get it done. This is the best rushing attack that the Packers have had. I'm not sure why people don't mention that. Like Aaron Jones is not a legit #1 running back. Leads the league in touchdowns. You got superstar receiver and Devontae Adams. You got 2 good tackles on the outside. I mean, this is a pretty good team. I wish that, if you were a Packers fan, you probably wish that you guys could, whether went after Emmanuel Sanders or after AJ Green, or picked up one of those 2 players during the trade block. But my thing is, if you're the Packers, you have to go after a Dez Bryant, a Michael Crabtree, or Antonio Brown. Right now, say Antonio Brown for the Seahawks, okay? Don't go anywhere close to Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown's for us. But overall, this Packers team is in my opinion, underrated. The most underrated team, probably in the NFC overall. This defense, I'm telling you, this defense is legit. They had a few bad games. Yes, the Eagles game was bad earlier in the season. They struggled at times. The 49ers game, of course. But overall, this defense is legit. You got the Smith brothers, the 2 edge rushers, Preston Smith and Sedarius Smith. Straight monsters, okay? You got Kenny Clark up the middle. Blake Martinez is one of the most underrated linebackers in the game, okay? You got a lockdown corner in Jaire Alexander. You got Adrian Amos, one of my favorite strong safeties. You got Darnell Savage at the other safety spot. This is a really good defense. This is, like I said, the best defense that Aaron Rodgers has ever played with. And God forbid things have to go through Lambeau and people got to face Aaron Rodgers and Lambeau. This is a scary team. The Packers could go all the way. I'm trying to tell you guys that. And, if Aaron Rodgers and his offense, get some momentum going to the playoffs, this could be one of the most scariest teams in the entire NFL. Listen, 7 Pats, 8 Vikings. Listen, the Patriots, they came off a win against the Bengals. It's the Bengals, though, okay? Stephon Gilmore, he has the Defensive Player of the Year locked up, okay? It's just his award, and that's that. But this offense, though, story of the season. Why this offense is not that good. Tom Brady has not looked that good. The weapons out there is probably the least amount of weapons he's had. Now, to be fair, though, because everybody's spinning this narrative like Tom Brady has no weapons overall. Last time I checked, Mohamed Sanu was a solid #2 in Atlanta. Julian Edelman has always been a reliable slot receiver. He's looked a little bit old, but it is what it is. He still looked pretty reliable. Phillip Dorsett, people talk like they don't have any speed on this team. Phillip Dorsett is one of the fastest receivers in the game. N'Keal Harry was one of the best rookie prospects with it, especially one of my favorite rookie prospects going into the draft. I mean, there's some weapons out there. Now, the tight end position, losing Gronk definitely hurt. You can see it now. Gronk helped this team in so many ways. People don't even realize how much Gronk helped this Patriots team. Not only he was a beast catching the ball and was hard to bring down and was a red zone threat, he was one of the best blockers on the team. Gronk is one of the best blocking tight ends we ever seen. I mean, this guy Gronk really helped the rushing game. To lose Gronk, to lose James Delavan, to lose your starting center David Andrews, all before the season, just shows that this running game is not the same. There's no coincidence that this running game is struggling. Why Sony Michel is not having the season he did last year? Why are we not hearing players like James White? Like, this Patriots offense is really, really not that good. And I'm not sure if I see it improving any more. I mean, throughout the playoffs, throughout these last 2 games, I'm not sure we really see this Patriots offense improve. But the bread and butter of this team in New England is the defense. Gilmore, Hightower, the secondary overall with Jason McCourty, Devin McCourty, Patrick Chung. This team is built around the defense, and that's that. I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but like I said, I have to see it to believe it before I say the Patriots are done. There's still the Patriots at the end of the day. You still got the best defensive mastermind, still got the best coach ever, and Bill Belichick. Even though the scandals, might make me say otherwise. But at the end of the day, it's Bill Belichick. Brady, at the end of the day, is the clutchest quarterback we've probably ever seen. And that's that, okay? So they still gotta show some respect. You still gotta show some respect to the Patriots. Vikings, Kirk Cousins. Overall, this Vikings team is still there. I'm not sure if I should call them a wild card team because the talent is there. They probably they up there, most talented rosters from bottom to top. I mean, Cousins is probably a top 10, top 12 quarterback at the end of the day. Dalvin Cook is having one of the best seasons a running back has had in a while. You got Diggs. Thielen should be back soon. Kyle Rudolph is having a great year. Irv Smith Jr. has been solid. Offensive line has improved a bit. And you just got a great defense with a great defensive mastermind as the head coach. I'm telling you, this Vikings team are contenders too. They're contenders too. And if you're the Vikings, that Packers game is a must win. Because if you're the Vikings, you want to get a home game come playoff time. You want the Packers or whoever is in the wild card to come meet you in the playoffs. Because in my opinion, the Vikings at home are just as good as any team at home. I mean, it's tough playing out there in Skull Nation. I mean, we've seen teams really struggle there. But overall, Kirk Cousins having a great year, Dalvin Cook, and overall this defense is legit. Great coaching. The Vikings can make a run, but we'll see how it plays out. Bills, Texans, listen, the Texans are back in my power rankings, man. I mean, the Texans are the most inconsistent team this year. They're up there with the Bucs, I guess you could say the Titans. I mean, they're up there when it comes to most inconsistent teams. You go from beating the Chiefs to losing to the Ravens to losing to beating the Patriots to losing to the Broncos, then go win a big game in Tennessee. I don't know how to predict this Texans team. Deshaun Watson, Hopkins, the talent is out there on the offensive side. Carlos Hyde's a beast. Offensive line looking like it's improving a bit. Defense has actually been playing really solid. I think that's been really good with the limited talent they have. You guys show some love to Romeo Cornell. With the limited talent he has on the defensive side, losing J.J. Watt, losing Jadeveon Clowney before the season, and still putting up a defensive effort like they are, you guys show some love to the defensive coaching staff. So that's why they're back in my top 10. And the Bills, big win against the Steelers. Shout out to the Bills. Maybe have the best defense in the league. I mean, that game versus the Steelers really showed two amazing defenses just going after it. And Josh Allen, man, the natural talent that he has is special, man. The arm talent he has is special, and it's just electric. Still, makes a few rookie mistakes. He's still a young quarterback, so you're gonna see that. But overall, you got some good talent offensive side. John Brown, Cole Beasley has been playing pretty good. Offensive line has been playing solid. And you got to show some love to the head coach, Sean McDermott. I mean, this team plays hard. They play passionate, man. You got to show some love to Sean McDermott. He definitely has to be in the running for Coach of the Year. I mean, he's been playing. The way he's been coaching has just been special. So that's that. That's my top 10 power rankings overall. Cowboys, I was thinking about putting them on there, but I was like, who will I put them above? They had a big win against the Rams. And I will say, if the Cowboys get hot with some momentum, if they can beat the Eagles Sunday night, and if they can, get some momentum going to the playoffs, the Cowboys can make a run. This Cowboys team is talented from bottom to top. We've been saying that all year. I went and going into years saying that this is one of the most talented teams I've seen in a long time. And this Cowboys team can have some momentum. I know they've been struggling a lot throughout the year, but they can have some momentum going to the playoffs with some confidence, host a playoff game in Jerry World, and I'm just saying, they can make a run. We remember what the Giants did a few years back. We remember 2007 with the Giants, the 2011 Giants. It wasn't about them being dominant all regular season. They just got hot at the right time, and that's what happened. But we'll see how it plays out. But overall, that's my power rankings. We'd love to hear what you thought. But that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm the Phenomenal One, and I'm out. Deuces.